Hello to my. Hold on, I gotta do this again. Oh man, it's been a long time. Hello to another episode of Who They Are, where we go through who the characters are, with their exquisite drawings and personalities. You might be wondering, why do I see nothing but their face? It's because you can't. I don't know if I can actually show the rest of this. Well, the rest of their design, we got the hair, we got the eye patch. It looks amazing. I just don't want to get demonetized or anything like that. You might catch a glimpse of it once we move past the next character, but we got Fanya, Hallahek. I have minimum to say about this character. Their story, how the story is actually gonna go, it doesn't seem that straightforward. Pretty much, they used to be disabled, a disabled person in the real world that volunteered into a special program performed by Mr. Mayer. Mr. Mayer. Might be wondering what Mr. Mayer was doing. Mr. Mayer is this. He wants to travel into another dimension inhabited by elves. As you can see, that didn't really work out, because instead of actually traveling to the dimension of elves, they kind of brought the elves to them, if that makes sense. Of course, all this equipment that Mayer. Jesus, hold on, let me move this. Alright. All the equipment that you see. Ooh, that was a spoiler. Oh, no. What are you doing? Okay. So all the equipment you're seeing right here is courtesy of Mr. Mayer. He, just in case, made some technology, made some equipment to defend himself and defend the people that volunteered to go there. So he put some flyers up in the area. Of course he had this. Well, he didn't actually have the. And keep in mind, this all can be changed in due time. But all this equipment and all of this experimentation wasn't very, what's the word? It wasn't accepted. He never got the ability to actually do it. He never actually had the permission to do it by the public. No, you are too close to that. So, what did he do? He did it under a false guise of having access to that. Of course, he wouldn't have to explain it, because he wasn't planning on coming back. At least without a groundbreaking discovery. And a way to get out of that situation. He didn't want to stay in that place. his life wasn't really anything in that place. He wanted to be somewhere else. He wanted to explore something new. But instead of that, he brought the new to him. Corruption. Corruption corrupted. That's right, the corruption that we all know and ignore got corrupted. Human politicians getting transformed into these wicked beings. We have these police officers that have sworn to protect us with their last dying breaths give up their vows in mere seconds. Firemen using their equipment to wreak havoc on the ones that have not changed yet. And the ones who weren't corrupted by the evil were killed by the evil. They were killed by the vial that Mr. J. Mayer made. The more notable survivors were Fanya Hallahek, Joe Jai, Quanteo J. Mayer, the one who made this situation in the first place. Badger Wright, who was our protagonist. Payne Mikeson Payer, Fieria Jagami, and Leno Framley. All of these characters have a backstory before all of this chaos. It's pretty much a zombie apocalypse, but we separate the zombies. Well, we cut out the zombie part and add elves to it. And instead of it just being like regular old elves that you see in Christmas movies, they are more corrupted than zombies are. They have no morals. They kill without remorse. They lie without remorse. Sometimes you have like smart ones that plot their chaos. You have people that just don't care and just kill for the heck of it. But one thing that was common was that most elves were blood hungry. And their only goal, all 6 of these characters, or is it 7? It's 7 characters, I lied. Want survival. They want to make it out of this. They want to perfect the world. They want to bring it back to its former glory. But with all their attempts, they couldn't find one that was actually plausible. So some of them decided one last chance of making this new, going back to what made this situation in the first place, traveling to the dimension of the elves. Although elves are vile in this world, Mr. J. Mayer didn't really think of them as evil. His studies, what he found, his records, his relics that were found all over the world that he looked for, he discovered. He didn't just do all of this without any prior information. He knew what he was doing from a young age of 20. He did all of this within a year time. before he turned 21, he wanted to make a new memory. He wanted to be someone else. And the only way he could be someone else is if he was somewhere else. Of course, that desire burned everyone around him, hurt everyone around him, and shamed him. It hurt himself. And that's the story. Fanya Hallahek is very peculiar because she is given one of J. Mayer's most prized inventions. The ability to turn into 5 different types of creatures. These godlike powers in their DNA. With their DNA. Have you ever watched Ben 10? The same thing kind of applies here. This watch was planned to give to a disabled person because, well, they're not that experienced with their power. So if there was to be an occurrence where they would betray, they would be pretty much fine. The fact that they didn't account for is that their disabilities don't come into fruition when they transform into different beasts. The beasts being the things that Mr. J. Mayer researched over his less than a year of experience. I'm thinking like 9 to 11 months, but again, all this is not canonical because none of this is written down in a book, yeah? So, yeah. There's a lot. And they're not even our protagonist. Our protagonist is Badger Wright, which is an interesting case, but an uncompleted case, like all of us. Anyways, point of me saying is, this woman right here, I love her character, right? I'm not sure which ones to watch. Maybe it's that. Oh, you guys, alright, well, there we go. Next up, we got Mike, Mike from the Superhuman universe. Very interesting case as well. Mike has been through a lot, but she's very interesting as well. She is a interviewer of all things. Interviewer of the heroes. Well, interviewer of superhumans that want to apply to be heroes. Thanks to her boss, Rad, who wants to provide the world with a shield. They want to provide the world with a force field against all evil. Something that evil can't penetrate. And since her parents' diagnosis with a serious, it's not, I don't know if it's serious because I haven't found out what the name of it is, but they both have a disease where their physical and mental are just plummeted down. So Mike had to had to do everything. Had to provide time to make food, had to provide time to work, had to provide time to help herself and her family. She was doing most of the work. And it's interesting because this woman's interesting because of the fact that she has no powers in general. And she didn't really want the job, but was offered it. Like, she was suggested to do it because it offered money and it seemed easy for her. So, yeah. And fun fact, she was in the dimensional story. When she got upset, or like nowadays he's called Jacob. It's complicated, but I'm sorry, they just look like a man in the first picture. Anyways, she is a interviewer, and she was in the first. Okay, hold on. Do this. Put that in the charger. Are we good? We're good. Alright. So Mike, she was in the multiversal story. Well, she was pretty much carried by this look that in her first picture she looks like Nagito for a reason, because she really, I'm not sure where this look came from, but a little quirk to her is that she's usually lucky. Because she was lucky because of her parents. Her parents were very rich, and because of their jobs. But now that they can't do them anymore, she's starting to doubt all of her luck. So there's that. So Mike has a whole lot of cast members to really communicate with. I think it's gonna be interesting with her story. She is definitely gonna be the protagonist. She at least deserves that. And this might be... No, I literally just went over another female protagonist. But she's one of the more interesting female characters. I also don't know about this mark over here. The mark right over there. Their tattoo. Maybe that means something. We got, because everything means something in these stories. So I gotta figure out what those tattoos might mean. Maybe it could be maybe she does. I'm not sure. Maybe they remember what happened. Okay, here's the plan. So maybe in the dimensional story that I'm pretty sure I will try and put into the canon, put into the lore of this whole multiverse. But yeah, she is just so... She's one of the more interesting woman characters I have. I just want you guys to know that. And yeah, I'm happy that I can work with her. And soon enough, maybe I'll maybe I'll work with her another time. But right now, there's so many other characters in this universe that need to be further extended, because there's characters like these where there's some interesting features Like, so one of the characters, we have infinite amount of, like, being able to summon mates. And this is a girl, actually, so this is kind of weird. Ability to summon mates. We got a wolf-human hybrid that can stop time by touching her ears. We got a stick figure summoner that can do magic. I can summon stick figures that can do magic for them. We have... You see, so there are so many characters that are women, like, the ability to create bolas out of nowhere to do different things. And we also will have, like, this redemption arc where she just becomes a better... has to apply to become a hero, to become a better person. So, and when I mean bolas, I mean from the ones in Ark Survival Evolved. Like, survival games, there's, like, these two rocks attached with, like, strings that you throw at people or creatures, and then if you hit them, it apprehends them for a few minutes until it, or, like, it depends on the continuity, but yeah, bolas are something I want to dive into, and I will dive into for this. So there's, my point being is that there are so many girl characters that need to be fleshed out, and I don't know if I'll be able to. I'll definitely work with Mike, but I don't know if I'll be able to further her story as much as say Cup, C, those characters, right? Like Jackie Milk Purple, all those characters have influence upon influence upon influence. Not these no names. So, yeah. Oh man, what's her name? Crap. I don't know her name. The fact that I don't know her name says a lot. Tormenta, I think. Tormenta from the Insane Universe, right? Alright, yeah. Tormenta is a weather god and Rayo's sister. So, both of them... So, let me see. Rayo's sister... Rayo and Tormenta... Rayo is the thunder god. Tormenta is the weather god. So, she is actually, like, kind of like the Loki, and Rayo's like Thor. But instead of... Because Tormenta and Rayo have cameos within Natural's story, or Connor Stooge if you want. I know that none of y'all are gonna understand what I'm saying, so but point being, she is a god who is the opposite of her brother, who both work under an entity level threat who kills gods with the snap of his fingers, who is gay, who is unkillable and insane. I don't know why they made them gay. I don't know why they made the drunk, insane character gay. But I don't know. I don't think I was thinking about that. Because you gotta understand, these characters weren't even supposed to be taken seriously at all. But since there are now, I mean, don't you wanna, like, I wanted to, like, experiment what that would look like. And I don't want you guys to cancel me just because. Oh wait, well, they're a gay man, but yeah, I want you guys to cancel me just because I made a gay character evil. And I'm not saying that gay characters can't be evil. I just feel like that's a reason. That feels like a reason why a Twitter user would try and cancel me. And I don't want to go out how, like, Justin Roiland, you know, the creator of Rick Sanchez and Rick and Morty, I don't want to go out like he did because of false accusations. Well, accusations. I don't know if those accusations for Justin Roiland, I can't even say his name, but I don't know that for the accusations of the creator of Rick and Morty are true or false. I just know that accusations can really do a lot to a creator and take away everything just because of a misunderstanding. And I don't want you guys. I don't want that to happen to me. I hope you guys can understand, but I don't really. I support all. What's the word I'm looking for? Sexualities, yeah. I support gayness, bisexual, pansexual. There's a ton more. I can't even know off the top of my head because it's like, what, hundreds of them? I don't even remember. So, I'm just saying this. I support all gay, I just support all people. That's it. As long as they don't do anything bad to me, I have no reason to do anything back. Right? So, I'm just not gonna do anything. So, reason why I made Drunk Sky gay? Coincidence. I swear to goodness. Coincidence. I was not thinking. I don't even think I knew what gay meant. When I made this character. That's how young I was. And now that I'm taking these characters seriously, I'm noticing a pattern, and oh man, it's not looking good for me. But yeah, so we gotta go back to the character at hand. Tormenta. She's the sister of Rayo, who is the brother to. Well, yeah, she's a sister to Rayo, and both of them are servants to Drunk Sky. Drunk Sky's notebook is in Natural's possession, and Rayo actually compromised with Drunk Sky to keep Natural alive. And Drunk Sky and Tormenta really didn't understand why. They stole something, and they were gonna give it back, but they still kept possession of it, experimented with it. They wanted him dead. But if they were gonna keep him alive, might as well have fun with it, right? You see where I'm going here? So Tormenta is the opposite of Rayo. She's not cocky. And she's always, like, excited from everything. She sees the excitement in everything. Oh my god. Rayo's gay? I didn't even know that. You see what I'm saying here? Rayo is gay. Oh my, you see, guys, you have to recognize this. I don't even know half of this stuff. I don't know. So, Rayo is the gay, as well as Drunk Sky. I never knew that, really? I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just was so shocked. I'm just shocked now. Rayo's gay. Okay. Cool. Well, I guess no one can say I don't have gay characters now. Guys, take that. Anyways, so my idea now is that she sees excitement within everything and sees everything as a game. And she can be mistaken for being cocky because of that. But she just wants to play around. And what she thought would be an interesting idea, provoking idea, is have Natural fight for his life, like a survival game. You gotta understand, these guys are gods. So picture them as the player of the game, and all of us as the NPCs, the characters, if you will. They can love and hate us, but not for the same reasons as we would if they were actually on the same level as we were. So, example being, I can like, she might like Adolf Hitler because he's like a character to her. They don't really affect her. I'm sorry, I meant her. It's just so hard because in their original picture they look like a man. I'm sorry. But yeah, she might like Adolf Hitler because maybe they're entertaining to her. And they're moles and they're not moles? I meant goals. And they're not goals. I mean motivations could be interesting to her. And they haven't really affected her as they did to all of the people. So, or maybe it's because they feel like it's so they're just very interesting. Like they are complex and they like that. Maybe it's that, or just like the way I like Kokishiyama. He's a character, he never affected me personally. I mean, he affects the characters, he affects the plot. I like Kokishiyama because he's entertaining. I like Korkio Shinguchi. Both characters who I'm talking about are in the Danganronpa series. You should check it out if you haven't. Both characters are just that, characters. That's how she thinks of us. She wants, and she feels like this is a game. So she influenced Natural to becoming the killer that he is, because he has to. He gets to survive if he kills other people with the book. And if he does something wrong and or against the rules, then the gods, or the entities, if you will influence something or someone to put a wrench in Natural's overall plans, or at least what they think are Natural's plans, or Connor's solution. It's so complicated. I get it. Maybe we'll have something where Tormenta influenced Connor's solution to a better plan, gave him an idea, or put him in a better positioning, unbeknownst to her. So, final conclusion, she's a weather god. She's over 300 years old. She's the sister to Rayo and the assistant, well, servant, if you will, to Drunk Sky, who is the antagonist to every... Like, he's the main antagonist. Alright, last character. I know, these guys look so... Spoilers! We're going to get there. Man, Jesus. Alright, so I know these gals look similar, but they aren't the same character. This woman's name is Force. So you might be asking yourself, who's Force? And here's my answer. I don't know. So Force is pretty much one of those characters I was talking about where her future really hasn't been advanced yet. So she has the ability to, like, telekinesis and stuff like that. So maybe she didn't get it like everyone else got their powers. She's a she. Yeah. So, final thoughts about her. Maybe they have a personal connection to the gods. Maybe they got their powers a different way from all of the others. Hey, since they look like not Stormblade, but they look like Tormenta, maybe we'll have it canonical so that, hear me out, that there's like a story, like there's a story in there's like a tale about her, and then she influenced that. So we would have to do we would have to do this story first, and then the Jackie Mill Purple story after her. Which is fine, I could deal with that. So basically this woman could be a myth to her. So basically what I'm suggesting is we would have like a little cameo. She becomes a cameo within some sort of myth or story, and she bases her style off of that myth or story. Like, yeah, so I'm planning on doing that for most universes that aren't, based on horror and survival. Like, I'm just gonna focus on the, what's the name of it? I'm just gonna focus on the supernatural, the sci-fi, and, fantasy. If it's anything else, I might try and stay away from, the evil, like, not the evil, what am I talking about? I'll try and stay away from these sort of genres. I'm gonna try and stay away from the myth and such. No, you don't. No. And you guys might be noticing, hey, all these. Oh, God, you didn't see anything. So you might be noticing, all of these characters are women. What gives? Where's some men? I'm telling you guys, the men characters. I have too many men. Like, I'm looking down these guys. Man. I can count, like, it took me it took me so long just to get to a female. Yeah, my point being, most of these characters are populated by, well, most of them are male. So I decided to, try and, like, show you all the female characters and then show you all the male ones. Because that literally, it's all over the place. Yeah, so I will see you guys later. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that, and if you have any ideas in the comment section below, that I'm not gonna steal them, I want to, like, alter them. If you have any ideas for these characters below, you might influence these characters, so put them in the description below if you have some. Anyways, goodbye, ciao, have a wonderful day.